Okay, we got 11 minutes and 25 seconds on this one. Yeah, today was quite a day. Mm, I woke up around 8. Yeah, I thought I had actually 2 or 3 mm, client calls, but it was tomorrow. So I woke up and I saw, okay, it wasn't today. And after that, I of course scrolled the news about Iran and mm, yeah, about things. When is Trump is actually attacking and stuff, because if even one missile is kind of fired, every Iranian, every person outside of Iran, or even Iranians themselves, can get TPD, or Temporary Protection Directive, which is basically for mass immigration mm, kind of coordination. So you literally scatter across all Europe rather than um, yeah, 1 or 2 countries that are near. And that made me realize that yeah, that I could reach out to 2 or 3 interesting people that we're gonna see um, mm, how it unfolds. And I reached out, I gave them the legal analysis of it, how strategically this is sound, and actually makes narrative sense, and keeps the narration of the whole story with Iran's regime coherent. But yeah, we're gonna see. I spent 1 or 2 hours doing that. Um, Usually these days, if I'm not writing literally my own projects that I cherish the words of it, I just give my idea to the AI, say, hey, make this sound coherent, and mm, edit what the AI gives me. Cloud is kind of interesting. So I literally found an interesting quote today as well, that one of my philosopher friends told me being smart means doing less and getting more done. And it kind of is my own definition of intelligence, that is just processing power and speed of pattern recognition. Because as I see things, is that if you put some person in a dark room for hours and hours, they're still gonna find their way inside the room, because you can be depressed for so long. Your survival instinct, or your nature of survival, is gonna actually kick in. Because if they say, okay, this is a dark room, and they put you in the center of the room, mm, you're and they're gonna say, okay, there is food, there is everything in the room other than light, and you need to eat something, you need to take a piss, you need to do whatever humans do. And you eventually gonna find the pattern and understand where things are, how to maneuver the room. But it differs with the speed of maneuverment, if that's even a word, maneuvering. Mm. And for me, that's intelligence. The faster you recognize the same pattern that other people are gonna recognize is intelligence for me. For instance, there are a couple of discoveries that I had 2 or 3 years ago, and the world is catching up to them like this year. There are some that I assume in 50 years are gonna be discovered, but it is gonna be discovered because you cannot be 10,000 of years ahead of the curve, because the variables are gonna be so drastically different in 10,000 years that you're not gonna have that kind of a, let's say, speed difference. It's basically 5 to 10 years. If you literally kill yourself, it's gonna be 500 years. That's a threshold of pattern recognition and speed. So, but what he said was quite interesting, that intelligent people get things done by doing less and producing more. So I actually looked at my own day today, and I did a shit ton of things that it kind of surprised me as well. And I coordinated after checking up the news on various Trump's armada, the Abraham Lincoln. I sent 3 emails and 2 LinkedIn connections to interesting people, policymakers and stuff, and gave them legal analysis and basically doing their job for them, because it makes sense and of course it benefits me. On one hand, it's gonna be a paper trail of documentation of my thinking and my excellence. So when in 5 or 10 years I blow up and make it big, because with my speed and my persistence, is just, there's no other way. Unless I am either removed or kind of lose all sense of agency. That's not gonna happen. So basically, I sent these to these people. A couple of them accepted the connection request on LinkedIn. I hate the whole social media game, but this is the game. And afterwards I coordinated with 3 people. One of them is the facilitator, the other one expert, the other one my founder, who is my friend as well. I coordinated with the founder and told him to be ready to provide the documentation for the expert of the facilitator. So we provide that to the facilitator and get our confirmation. On the other hand, I coordinated with 3 people to get the logistics of the startup visa transition right. I also reached out to a couple of governmental people that I know in my network and coordinated the so the first route for the visa is the startup thing. The second route is the TPD for all Iranian people, that of course I'm gonna benefit from, but not just me, millions of people. And the third one, I coordinated a kind of Hail Mary move, which is interesting. But the day was even more interesting than that. Afterwards, I think I wrote a lot. Yeah, I wrote a lot on my LinkedIn and moved a couple of pieces, watched a couple of anime, and after that, something interesting happened. one of these new friends of mine who's a director general of actual policymaker of a country that I'm not gonna say, I guess. I know my future self ever watching this video knows who, but interesting, sent me Jesus. Sent me jeez, sent me an article. So of course the power dynamics is a director general is investing more and more in me, and also she introduced me to one of her colleagues and connections as well over the email. So that's a W. And sent me another kind of I had asked her a couple of questions about cyber sovereignty and all, and she answered this actually over WhatsApp, which is quite interesting. The power dynamics are shifting, I guess, but quite an interesting day.